Week's decor and design. We're still talking about the Las Vegas show, and I'm here with Tamara and Amber. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And so you guys learned a lot at this show, and we're focusing in on color today. So can you tell me a bit about what you learned at the show?
Yeah, so we basically had just seen so many different influences of color happening, and actually it was just everywhere at the show. The color was just so vibrant in so many of the different booths we went through, layers of color, just so many different elements happening that it was like so stimulating, although super exciting.
And so what is something you learned there about the color scheme and things like that?
So I think traditionally when people are thinking of introducing colors, they're thinking of just maybe painting a wall. But here we saw color being introduced in many different areas like sinks and faucets and wallpaper and tiles. So I think it's a really creative way to create a focal point that's a little bit different.
Yeah, something new and something a bit different, like you say. And is there importance behind maybe bringing color into the light or into your house or into whatever you're designing?
Yeah, well, when we're talking things as designers, we're often focusing on a thing called color theory. So basically, it just means how that color affects how you feel and live within a space. So for us, being able to kind of see a lot of these vibrancy and color coming in, it actually is like that kind of paints the picture of how you're going to feel. So it's going to feel like a little bit of an overload in some ways, but it's also going to feel like you can really settle into it and you can really develop around someone's personality. So it makes it super exciting actually to like bring that in. There's this trend right now, it's called dopamine decor, which just means like happy, joyfulness. Like it's like your space around you brings you all of these like feelings of like energy and vibrancy. And like that's a really, really cool thing that color can do, which you can't really get in like a simple minimalist sort of, white and environment. So that's kind of cool.
100%. And what are some things you brought back from the show regarding color?
So we're definitely seeing a lot of it in tile, like Amber said, tile, wallpaper, paint colors. So we do have a lot of those lines already. It's just now more so like looking to recognize some of those unique features within those lines. So there's lots of new things and trends in wallpaper and tile from some of our brands, but it's just for us now understanding how to use them a little bit better. We're seeing lots of like chunky framed mirrors, like really cool. Things like that it's like, okay, well, maybe you're not going to pick the thin mirror, but this time you're going to pick something that's a little bit more unique and bold within that environment.
Definitely. And when going about picking what colors to choose for what room and things like that, how do you guys maybe go about that or recommend people to go about that?
I think just starting with one color and introducing it slightly in different rooms, and then maybe you can have one room, like maybe a powder room, where you really bring that in multiple different textures. So maybe your wallpaper, maybe a faucet or a sink, and maybe some tile, just kind of layering it.
Amazing. And then what about kind of accessories and things like that? If you have a whiter wall or something, you can accessorize with maybe a painting or a bit more color. Is that what you're meaning, or more making the wall itself, but not just the wall, anything?
Yeah, basically when we would traditionally see introducing colors into a space, it would be more like, oh, we're going to add a couple of like decor throw cushions or something that are going to like just, create that like kind of infuse that color slightly. But in this sense, we're actually taking it and we're really developing it more. So we are using it in larger scale materials and finishes. So that might be on the wall. We might be, just layering things up. And then we may use, say, a painted wall that might match a wallpaper wall. Like that we're basically trying to kind of bring that color in a lot stronger of a sense than we normally would. And then it, of course, depends on the level that we're doing and the level of design and the comfort of the client, of course. But as well, it just gives you the opportunity to see how that can be brought into the space.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.